EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Throw out wide by Cunningham, complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Giants, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. A first down carry for Barkley, and able to work his way down to the 16. Now 2nd and 3. Now Cousins going to change it up. Second down, here's Barkley again. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are on the board first here in Vegas. Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
Here's Cunningham. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Good route here. Quick. Gone.
The man in motion is Tate. Throwing is Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. You look at this Raiders defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Play action now. Cousins. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be sterner with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
Now Cunningham. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. From the 41, here's 2nd and 9. Cunningham. And this is incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Go.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. In motion right, that's Hyatt. Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 4.
First.
Cousins now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. You look at this Raiders defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
They held them to just 7 points, and in reviewing the game tape, I'm wondering how they got the 7. I actually wrote a note to myself. How did they even score? The way they were playing, absolutely dominating on their side of the ball.
Cousins to throw it. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
On the jump. Ready.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Hurt. Right there. Hurt.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Let's go.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd.
Warriors 70. Buffalo 18.
Cunningham to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
This is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Two.
Up the middle with Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7.
Line out. Gone.
In motion right is Tony.
Black. Zebra. Wait up.
Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Baker. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his 1st. And
And it'll bring up third down now.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do is... And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
In motion right, that's Hyatt. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Hey, flipper. Gone. Hey, steamer.
Now Cousins. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. Another run with Mitchell. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. The Raiders at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Back to the ground here, Mitchell.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. 2nd down and 8. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs.
And he'll go down at the 28.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On on 1st and 10. Durant over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. To throw on 2nd down. Durant. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. Durant. And that'll be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Durant able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown Raiders. Davante Adams. A 15-yard touchdown Brown.
And the Raiders are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
In motion right is Tony.
Listen to me. Bring up 48.
On play action, Cousins.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good, and then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Throwing on 1st down, Durant. And that is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Giants are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7. Our scores, we get back at it on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
In motion right, that's Hyatt. Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. Cousins going to try and run with it. Powerful running. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a throw here, hauled in. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here is 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Duran. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Carlson is good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that. But only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To throw is Cousins. He finds his man, complete. That's Baker. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And Barkley did not get there. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining.
this third quarter. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
On the return, it's Rodgers.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
A handoff from Mitchell running left.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And they're going to speed things up here.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Trap 60.
Back to throw. Duran. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through. And the lead is down to 1 now, 14-13. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
18 more yards there and another first down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley.
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. Oh, what a move. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 84 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Right back to Mitchell here. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Running left, here's Mitchell. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 31 yards there and a first down.
Hawk 70, 19 Lion. 70 Timberwolf.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Complete. This is Mitchell. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here.
Touchdown! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
That's caught. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Cousins sees something. He's going to change this around. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for New York. Rodgers to return it. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Duran. The left side throw complete to Adams. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Duran. He's going to look deep for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Jackson to return and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward. He's got room past the 30, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go, just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
On second down, here's Barkley. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Short gain last two plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Well, the black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's third down now.
Now Cousins.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today.
And here's Rodgers on the return.
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And they will take over first and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this.
2nd and 6 coming up.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
To throw on third down,
Durant. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas.
yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
This is 1st and 10.
Cousins.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here comes 2nd down.
Here's Cousins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that's a dangerous throw in a tie ball game because you still got overtime in your back pocket. You don't want to turn it over and give the other guys a chance for a last-second field goal, but fortunately here, that one winds up incomplete.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Once again, it's Mitchell.
And he goes out right around the 39.
145 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Duran. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Giants are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. One team squandered opportunity. It's another team's chance to win this thing. They forced that clutch turnover, and now all they need is a field goal here to win this ball game.
Could not be set up much better, could they? A takeaway on defense. Now it's up to that offense to find a way to put themselves in position for the game-winning point. Touchdown, field goal, they don't care. Just find a way to win it.
What can Cousins do in the OT?
That one finds Hyatt.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line.
Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Out of
a shotgun. They run with Barkley. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all time.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On third down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A first down carry for Barkley. Gets around him. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 146 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Now an in around as Cousins will just pop this forward. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Barkley. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. So it's a win here for the Giants, and it was Kirk Cousins, the veteran, who really led the way.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. He had a couple of touchdown passes on the afternoon. His guys...